Okay, so I am sitting in my room and my cat just found a piece of pear on the floor that I ate from, wrapped in a tissue. And she loves pears. And she's obsessed. I don't know why. When she smells it, she doesn't stop smelling. She's like, and then look, she's trying to eat it now. Well done. Anyway, okay, so um, something I've been struggling on is this. This is what goes through my brain. My brain says I keep fucking up. I keep entering the same cycle. I keep failing. I keep starting something, getting motivated, and then falling off track. When I fall off track, I know it when it happens. Sometimes I may not feel like I'm in the mood for something, so I don't do it. I feel guilty about it because I know I should do it. And then I fuck up my whole day because then I don't get that time back. And it reminds me of something that um Alex no Layla 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 Hormozy said, where you have to make an environment where it's easier to succeed than it is to fail. And I was thinking about my routine, and you know what? The routine that I put in was literally, for example, wake up at 6, leave at 7, arrive before 9, start at 9, end at 5, and then the 9 to 5 part. You see, you'd assume I put all that time for myself to study, but if I fucked up my sleeping routine, then I would probably be sleeping for like the majority of the day. Then I'd feel awful, and then I'd procrastinate the rest. And then it would be 5 p.m. I would arrive home. When I left at 5 p.m., I would arrive home at like 6:15, 6ish. And then I'd usually have a lesson from 7 to 8. So between the time I get home, I'm just eating and then preparing for the lesson, stressing about the lesson. When I finish at 8 p.m., then I have a scheduled call with my friends where I sit down and we work on YouTube together, like our YouTube channels. And we do that from 9 to 10, and I'm supposed to be asleep by like 10:30 p.m. And when I reflect on that, all that is just work, 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 and no decompression, no break for like 5 days straight. And then it's a 6 or 7 hour work day on a Saturday, and then Sunday I have it all to myself. So the only real rest day that I put for myself every week is Sundays. And you see, here's a sad thing. I don't want to call it sad. I just feel sad about it. Which is, I keep getting inspired, right? I'm inspired by this YouTube video. I'm inspired by this progress picture, or I wake up feeling inspired and I'm just like, okay, Helia, let's fucking do this, let's get this fucking done. Like Dan Pena says, just fucking do it. And you know what, when I fail again, and the failures over something stupid, like just reflecting on all those times, what makes me emotionally feel awful is when I self-sabotage. For example, I could be doing this study thing and I have nothing else to do. I scheduled my day perfectly, and still I chose to be like, well, I could take a break. And then that break turns from like 30 minutes to like 40 minutes to like 50 minutes to like 2 hours. Sometimes I don't even know how 2 or 3 hours just went by because I was just addicted to scrolling on YouTube. And it makes me feel like, here's what, okay, there's conscious me who doesn't allow negative thoughts, and then there's subconscious me that I receive the automatic negative thoughts that I haven't tackled yet, when I will. My automatic negative thoughts tell me, you chose it. You chose this for yourself. Where you're at is exactly your fault. You failed because of you, not because of anybody else. You could have just stuck to the target and gotten shit done, but you didn't, so it's your fault. You should have done it, but you didn't. So why did you do it? You shouldn't have done that. So why did you do it? And it's even bringing back emotion. Like I want to just put my head in my hands and just shy away and just not be seen. Why do I feel like that? Why is this emotion coming up in me? The only answer that really comes to my mind is that I emotionally react this way because of my childhood. So my brain has learned in my childhood that mistakes equals bad. Mistakes equals bad treatment of yourself. And instead, what would really help me is, yes, I need to improve discipline, but when I make a mistake, I shouldn't. What does not help me improve in my performance is having told myself I shouldn't have done that, or I should have done that. Why did I do it? It's like telling myself off for having made mistakes. When I say make mistakes, I mean like the same exact mistakes over and over and over again. One would say that somebody sane wouldn't make the same mistakes again and again and again. But everybody does, right? Everybody makes the same mistakes. Again and again and again, until one day their problem is so big that they can't ignore it anymore. Or one day the solution seems so big that they suddenly realize what they have to do now. That the plateau that they are at suddenly seems to have a way around it. For so long, I just feel like I keep shooting myself in the foot because I get inspired, I get motivated, and then Monday goes well. Monday always goes well. I try my hardest, I get exhausted. Then I sleep late, and then I fuck up the day after. Then I feel awful. Then I sleep late again, trying to not sleep late, but then feeling guilty because I had already been tired from the day before. Then that turns into another Wednesday. Then the Wednesday I'm a half day because then I'm supposed to go and relax with badminton in the second half of my day, but now I'm stuck trying to catch up from Tuesday, and I'm still tired even if I had a good night's sleep the night before, or I lack sleep, and then it turns up into a fucked up Thursday, and then by Thursday the whole week is already over to me because, well, no, it's not technically over, But in my mind, emotionally, it feels over. It feels like, okay, I fucked up this week already. I don't even know how, and I'm already on Thursday. I'm already more than halfway through my week. Then Friday, like Thursday, I might try my best and get something done. And then Friday, I'm just like, I'm tired as fuck, or I haven't slept in ages well, or I slept late again on Thursday night. That sleep thing is really being a bother, isn't it? Anyway, and on Friday, I'm just like, fuck it. I'm just gonna relax a bit. And then I have my classes, or class, on Friday night, 7 to 8. Then I have that 6 or 7 hour work day on Saturday. Then I have like 1 or 2 classes on a Sunday morning. Then the rest of the day I'm off. Wow, that sounds like a war zone. That's quite hardcore, isn't it? I'm just thinking about how vicious that cycle is, and how I basically set myself up to fail. I think the first and biggest thing. Hello, my darling. Say hello. I think the biggest thing that I should change, that I should absolutely adhere to, with 0 questions, if there's one thing I need to do right in my day, even if I get nothing done, is to sleep on time. I need to protect my sleep at all costs. That is number 1. Because if I had just slept on time on the Monday night, then I wouldn't fuck up the rest of my week feeling tired and catching up from Monday. You know? You know what I mean? And yeah. And if I had just slept on time and then not have let a bad day hold me back, perhaps the rest of the week would have been a success. Let's try that then. Okay. Number 1 going forward. I need to. Let's write this down. Hold on. Alright. Let's fix my life, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? So, number 1, non-negotiable sleep. 8 hours a night. Sometimes I wake up after like 6 hours sleep, but that's probably because I had been sleeping for 6 hours for so long that my body is just used to it, and then used to feeling tired afterward as well. So I need to treat my body right, give myself the sleep that I need. Everybody talks about sleep, but until you decide that sleep is actually important in your life, you won't do shit about it, because it's so easy to sacrifice. Like, you're on your phone, right? And then somebody you like messages you, or maybe your friend messages you and you haven't heard from them in a long time, or you feel lonely and you want to message someone and you're so happy they messaged back, right? Or you're reading some messages about some kind of drama that's happened or some kind of big news, and and then you're like, oh, fuck this, I might just read these few messages, talk to them a little bit, and then sleep. But then you know You know you're going to be waking up at 6 a.m. in the morning, so why the fuck would you do that to yourself? You know why, because it's easy. You'll just sleep after that. You'll just take a nap. It's okay. Lose a little bit of time, it's okay. Okay, non-negotiable sleep. Priority number 1. Fine. Assuming we have now our perfect. Nothing's perfect. Non-negotiable sleep. What do we do next? Have a schedule, a routine. Follow a routine every day. And you know what? When I used to like fumble, fall, and then by the end of the week crash and then ask myself, what the fuck have I done? Basically nothing. I would then create this brand new plan again where I think it's sustainable, and I know it's sustainable, and I know I can do it, and then what happens, life happens, and then a day doesn't go as well as planned, and then the day after I feel awful about it, or I sleep late again. Damn, the sleep has been holding me back. Then I fuck up my day after that, then the day after that, and then the day after that, and then I reach a day where I'm like, oh my god, I am so behind. I am now terribly stressed the fuck out, and then that's when I actually do the work, because there's literally no other option. See, that's the thing. In the past, this is like a full-on rant about my life now. In the past, I used to what was I saying? What was I saying? What did I used to do? In the past, I used to. Okay, I can't remember what I was gonna say. Anyway, so yeah, sleep done. Routine. Need to write the routine down and just do it. And what am I scared of? I'm scared of things popping up, events that I have to do, or extra work that I had to do that I didn't realize I had to do, and then it holding me back, and then me feeling awful about it, then sleeping late, and then fucking everything up again, and falling behind. But fear is false expectations appearing real. Fear is false expectations appearing real. So, I'ma just do this and see what happens. And you know what? I'm gonna say it right off the bat. If I even get just 80% of all my work done, then I'm happy. Even if it's just 80% of the work, I will be saying, Helia, I am proud of you. This is the biggest improvement you've had in ages. Well done. Pat on the back. Let's see what you can do next week. Let's see if we can aim higher next week. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set myself a challenge. The challenge is this. I need to record my progress, 1 video a day, on average. Even if I don't, finish off the video, or even if I don't post it that day, I would post it like the day after. And I want to set myself a goal for the next, I want to do it for the next, like, let's do a 7-day challenge. The most important goals to me is, number 1, fitness. Because I want to get fit, I want to get fit. I want to get like a 6-pack I can show off. And like, I want clothes to look really good on me. I want to get toned and yeah. Okay. So fitness, and that requires gym 3 times a week. I also want to do a 45-minute walk every day. Whether it's inside or outside, I don't care. Preferably outside. You know what? To be honest, I should set it as an outside goal. I'm just being too comfortable, and I'm scared of failure, of setting a goal for myself where I have to walk 45 minutes every day outside. So let's do exactly what I'm scared of and set that goal. And then another 45-minute workout at home, which can literally just be walking again at home. The reason why I'm doing 2 45-minute workouts is because I used to have attempted the 75 hard, which I'm planning to do in 2025, by the way. And I really liked how quickly it slimmed me down, and also I think it also reduced my appetite, or maybe that was because of the clean eating. Oh yeah, mindfully eat. I also want to mindfully eat. See, I think I'm setting myself too many goals. Dan Pena says that high performance individuals, one of the things that they failed, one of the reasons why they failed is because they set too many goals. They want to achieve it all. You need to set a priority with laser focus. Why can't I say that my laser focus is following my routine as closely as possible per day? I can, can't I? So if I find a way to once I find a way to sustainably fit these all in, make my routine, all I have to do every day is just try and follow it the best of my ability, and then by next week I will tell you how that went. Yeah. I want to set myself a challenge of I have 30 days to do XYZ or hit a certain goal, Or track my progress. That'd be so cool. Especially on days where I fail. Especially on those days. Because I'm bound to fail, I can't live a life where I'll be perfect all the fucking time and never make any mistakes. Otherwise I wouldn't be here, right? Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah. 7-day challenge to record myself on my progress. Progress on discipline. So the most important things to me is my fitness, my studies. So if I were to make a goal right now, you know what? Let's go and get my lecture booklet. See how many lectures I have to complete, and then tell you how many pages I have to do per day. Okay. Guess who's ready? Alright, so these are my lovely friend's notes. Life protection pathology. So I have done, let me just, okay. Okay, so what I have left is from 18 till 33. 30? No. Yes. No. 34. 34. That means about 16 pages. It feels like a lot, but it isn't. It is not a lot. It's just a numbers game. If I simply do around 5 pages a day, that'll be pretty fucking good. I get pretty tired after 2 or 3 pages. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna set a goal of completing 16 pages worth of lecture notes. And my goal for so by the end of this week is to have a good understanding of all those lectures. Not have perfectly memorized everything, but to recall more than 70% of all the questions. And to have reread the previous lectures. I've already done like 2-3 times. Make sure I know it. Great, so by the end of this week I'll be roughly done with pathology. And then I can make a plan after that for the next part of my studies. Great. Okay. Okay, so non-negotiable sleep. Follow routine. I have specified my priorities. I need to rethink these YouTube calls because it happens at a time that I don't really like. What I could potentially do is I could start half an hour earlier. Start half an hour earlier and finish earlier. So I'd finish at about 9:30 p.m. I'll be on the call till 10, but I'll just turn my camera off then. Then once I do that, I can do whatever I want. Yeah, so I'll keep it like that. Alright, what I'm gonna do after this video, once I finish it, I'm gonna make my routine, clean my motherfucking room, and see what the hell I'm gonna post for the rest of the week. Okay. I have no idea what this video was fucking about. I just knew I was in a rut. I watched the video today and it was saying about how... You know what? I'm gonna put that into the next video. No, I'm gonna say now. It was saying about how it's not what happens to, like there's the summarized message is it's not what happens to you, it's how you interpret it. And you hear this loads of times, and like sometimes you get it and then sometimes you just forget it. You get it and you're like, whoa, life changing, right? And then you try to start interpreting things differently that happen to you in life. But then you forget, then you don't apply it, and then you fall exactly to the same position you were. Alright, yeah. So that's what I'm doing now. I am simply reprogramming, restarting again. You know what? I'm not gonna suddenly stop making the exact same mistakes I've been making for years. Like the procrastination, the being imperfect, the whatever. I'm gonna expect that I'm gonna fuck up somewhere, someplace. Everybody fucks up. I'm not gonna expect myself not to fuck up. That's okay. As long as I don't give up and keep moving and try again the next day and show up and just put my phone aside, keep my laptop at home, have my notes out in front of me, even if I just stare at it. I'm not in the mood, I just stare at it all day. At least it's better than scrolling through YouTube the whole day. I feel so proud of myself, girl. Do you know how hard it was to deal with all that shame? Oh my god, I feel liberated. This is an opportunity to grow, guys, you guys. Oh my god. Anyway, have a lovely rest of the day. Let's see what I do.